Have you ever wondered what is the fastest way to learn Python and quickly land a job, especially in today's era, when Python is highly in demand, especially in different areas? And in this video, this is exactly what I'm going to share. Three main things. How long does it take to learn Python? The fastest way to learn Python, and finally, the fastest way to find a job. So let's dive deep to find the answers of these questions step by step. Let's start with how long does it take to learn Python? There are two things. Let's say you are an experienced programmer. What I mean by that? Simply, if you know at least one language, doesn't matter C, C++, Java or any other language, then learning Python will be easy for you. It will take maximum of 3 weeks to 6 weeks. But if you are a beginner programmer, then what? So what exactly I mean by beginner programmer? If Python is your first programming language and you have not learned any other programming language in past, then in that case it will take approximately 3 months to 6 months to learn the fundamental of Python. And also learning advanced computer science topics along with Python could take additional time. So that's a basic time frame, and of course exceptions are always there. Now let's jump to the second question, the fastest way to learn Python. Before I dive deeper, what is the fastest way to learn Python? Let me highlight this thing, and this is highly underrated. The medium you use to learn Python. Actually, it's not only the study material that makes a difference, it's also the medium that makes a difference. Let me explain. In my opinion, learning styles vary significantly. Some individuals learn effectively through reading and they prefer blogs, books, while others excel when engaging with the video content, so they prefer video courses. And of course, it depends on person to person. So once you identify your personality, then you can move on to the second step, which is selecting the right course. And again, it's super important. The course which you choose for learning Python, it not only covers the basic comprehensive, but also suits your learning style. If you lose your interest frequently, then it's not going to help. Do you remember when you were in a school or in a college, you might have one or two favorite teachers and to likely score more in those subjects as compared to others. This is exactly what I mean by right medium, right content that will boost your learning effectively. Therefore, it's really important to choose a Python course wisely that do two things. First, it meets your need. Second, it meets your learning style. The third step is practice consistently. Before I start explaining this, let me highlight one key thing. It's not about how many hours you put in, it's about what you put into the hours. This is one of the really important statements. If you want to take one thing from this video, just take this statement. And I'm sure it will help you throughout your life in different scenarios. It's not about how many hours you put in, it's about what you put into those hours. So start with setting daily goals for yourself. Starting with at least 1 hour per day is a good baseline, and increase it as you become more comfortable. And again, focus on quality instead of quantity. It's better to put quality hours instead of quantity hours. And let me tell you, multitasking is a myth. So by avoiding multitasking, you can enhance the effectiveness of your study time. And let me highlight one more thing. Consistency is the key. And now let's move to the final step that will help you to learn Python fast. It's all about apply what you learn. And the next statement, you might heard it a million times. And there must be some reason for the repetition. But let me highlight it again. Knowledge is not a power, applied knowledge is. Remember, it's not about acquiring information, it's about applying information. And when you start applying your knowledge, it helps improving your problem-solving skills. Start small by implementing new concepts in a simple projects or daily tasks. Gradually, as your confidence grows, tackle more complex challenges. So don't just passively consume information, just try to actively use it. It's not about how much you know, it's about how well you use what you know. You can also create your own GitHub repo and push your changes at no cost. This will not only help you to track your progress, but also to see how far you came. And this is all about learning Python fast. These 4 steps help you learn Python fast, and it's time to make some money. So far you have put the hard work in and you have learned Python as fast as you can. And in the next few steps, I'm going to show you how you can get a job as fast as you can. Now the next 3 things plus a bonus, which I'm going to share with you, will set you apart from 99% others who are learning Python. So let's dive right in. The first is Python career paths and frameworks. There are 7 key areas where you can start your journey in Python. Web development, data science, machine learning and artificial intelligence, automation and scripting, game development, cybersecurity, finance and fintech. The first thing is you have to choose your niche where you want to start your career. Let's say you choose web development. So the next step is learn about the frameworks and tools that are most relevant to web development. For example, let's say we have selected web development. So the most popular framework are Django and Flask, which are popular for building websites. So by doing this, you will not have the Python core skills, but also those skills which are really helpful and make you a standout candidate from the crowd. And the second step is real-world projects and portfolio. It's all about showcasing your projects to the world, to your potential employers. So you can start working on those projects which are clearly and closely aligned with your Python career path. For example, if you have selected Python web development, you might be working on a simple website or maybe your own personal website. Or if you would like to work in data science, you might start those projects which involve data analysis, visualization, or predictive modeling. Once you have completed just one project that closely aligns with your career path, you can show it to your potential employers. This is exactly what my next step is, your resume enhancement. To be honest, this is one of the key points. Many developers, especially newbie, they learn Python, work on projects, but they never enhance their CV. And this is the biggest mistake they are doing. If you will not enhance your CV, your potential employer will not able to see what you have done. Your potential employer is not really interested in knowing that you have learned Python. They are really interested in what you did once you learned Python. That's your skills. That's your problem-solving skills. That's really important. To be honest, this is one of the very important steps. And I can't emphasize how many times I have seen newbie developers making this mistake. Here I'm not talking about list your skills and experience in resume. It involves strategically presenting them to your potential employers. And remember this is only possible if coding is easy for you. If coding is hard, then nothing will work. And if you want to make sure coding is easy for you, then you should watch this video, Coding Was Hard Until I Learned 3 Key Principles. And thank you for watching.